Hey, it's Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, and in this video I am going to do a monoblock wheel swap. And initially I was going to do it on this red Hemi Challenger with the shaker hood. I'm a little partial because I own a 2016 Hemi with a shaker hood. And I was going to do it, I thought black Dunlop would look really good. However, today I went to go get something for my wife, and naturally I swung by and got something for myself. I found the black one. And the more I look at it, the black one has a red shaker hood and a red interior, and the red one has a black shaker hood with a black interior. So I think I'm going to do both cars, and I'm going to swap the interiors. And eventually the red one, I'll probably paint the interior red and the shaker black, and I'll probably do the car in primer. So the wheels are going to go on this, which I think will be all blacked out, triple black interior, black paint, and black wheels. So that's the goal. So let's get started. First off, make people cringe, and we'll open them up. I'm not a big fan of keeping cars in their original blister packs unless they're worth a lot of money, which, if that's the case, I try to get two, because I have to open it. It kills me not to. All right, so let me go drill these out. I'm not going to bore you with that, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm done drilling, and it was pretty easy. I mean, these are plastic, so it's not that hard. I haven't taken them apart yet. So here we got a black base, black interior, clear windshield. See, I haven't even... Come on. I don't like to go crazy with this. Ugh. I did have this drilled. Just tight. There we go. Now I have a nice silver base. It's like more of a gunmetal. The windows are a little different. This one's... could be my eyes playing tricks on me. This one looks tinted a little darker. And then the red interior, which I have no idea why they do that, but if I do this, actually let's go like this, we'll go like this, and then put this on a silver base. That looks pretty good. So now this is what we're looking at. I know I'm not putting the window back in. I'm not going to snap this, but already it looks better. So with the plastic, you've got these little tabs right here. And they're pretty flimsy. You just got to get one up enough to get the axle out. And I try to not damage the existing axles, because there's a lot of times I'll reuse the actual axle itself because it's got the mushroom on the end. And when I use like a brass rod as a tube for my axle, I don't care if the axle is bent. I can straighten it out and cut it. And then at that point, all I got to do is put it in, crimp it, and I'm done. So that, to me, that kind of makes me be a little bit more cautious. I know I can cut, and it's gone forever. And I gotta pry this way. Here we go. And again, lost forever. Nope, I got it. Oh, all right. So, see how it's got the mushroom end on it? Mushroom end. To me, those are worth their weight in gold. So I try to salvage those when I can. I don't always have to use them, but there are times where I do. So with the monoblock wheels, they give you a pretty long brass axle, and it's the same diameter as your, geez, slippery little fuckers, same diameter as your stock. Unlike a lot of the other ones, like the M2 axles are a lot wider. So essentially you can pretty much just put this in, figure out what you got. So before I do that, I actually took, and there's 1,000 ways to do this, I got to get a drill press. That's one of on my list of things to do, where I can mushroom the ends. Some guys glue them. I'm not a big fan of the gluing. What I do is I got this metal block I stole from work, and I got a punch. So essentially what I'll do is I put this on the end, and then I punch it down so it flattens it out, and you can't see it because it sits inside, and it won't come off. And that's pretty much how I do it. Then what I'll do is I'll go through, put your axle in, slide your other tire over, and at that point I take my dikes or cutters. And whenever I call something dikes, everybody gets all offended. And then I'll trim it just a little bit more. Always make sure to put your tire on. Sorry if this is boring. I'm trying to do it quickly for the sake of a video. But it's a Saturday night and I'm home alone making axles, so it could be worse. That's it. And then you can take that and snap that in. And if it's too long, you can still cut some. So for me, that's just a little bit too long. Cut a little bit more. I'm sure there's a more accurate way of doing this. But for me, a little bit of trial and error is okay. I don't mind. Like that. Put my punch. A rounded punch is the best. You can't use a pointed one. It'll go all over the place. Like that. And then you just snap it in. So let me get all that, get the rear done. I'll snap these in and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I went a little bit further than I wanted to. I took the red and painted it flat black because I didn't like the red at all. And then I took the black one and then I painted flat black on the shaker hood and the rear shelf, just because I thought it would look better. The shaker hoods are like a semi-flat black to begin with, so the plastic had a little bit too much of a gloss to it. So, and since I plan on eventually detailing this entire car out, excuse me, I just thought I'd be a little bit more accurate. So I got it all apart. Why not? So here's the end result. I got my wheels in there, and I got wheels. So I put a little drop of glue, or actually a big drop of glue. Excuse me, I'm coming out with a cold. With the gel, just to kind of keep shit in place. And, you know, I think it looks all right. So let's put these back together. I'm going to use the tinted window here, or what I assume to be tinted. Like so. This is going to snap in. This one's wicked tight. I haven't drilled out the base yet, so. And like so. That's that. That looks pretty good, I think. And so let's put this one together and see how this looks. Down here. A lot of this is experimentation, you know. You just don't know until you do it. There we go. I'll drill out those later. So, and that's this one. So I think they both came out really good. And I like it a lot better than the original. This one, for some reason, from the factory, there's like a smudge on the windshield I'm going to have to polish out. But again, I got to take it apart to detail it, you know, chrome out the gas filler, the door handles, the grills, front bumper, rear bumper, tail lights, all that kind of stuff. I might even do the chrome moldings around the windows. But anywho, that's what we got. It sits nice and low, just like it did. And as much as I would probably like to used to have a rake, I kind of like the low look. It's more of a pro touring look. Shit, back in the day, we used to jack the shit out of them. But that was thanks to air shocks. But anyways, here we are. This is my 2. And that's pretty much it for a monoblock wheel swap. I know I took this a little further than I wanted to, but it's super easy, and I highly advise anybody who is thinking about getting them, pick up some. Don't just pick up one set. Pick up at least 5 sets, because you're going to want to, once you start, you're not going to want to stop using them. So I would say the only downside, and it's not really a downside, is they're the same size, all 4. So certain things like this van, you got a different diameter front than you do the rear. You'd have to just accept the fact that you're going to have all the same size. So the distance, you know, obviously above the wheel to the wheel well would be a little bit different, kind of like this one. I mean, they don't look bad, but this is a monoblock wheel as well. But just kind of keep that in mind when you're thinking about what you're going to swap with. So other than that, they're easy, and there's a bunch of, I've done it a couple different ways. I put them on this Porsche. Oops, I never finished it yet. Got this Porsche, and these pretty much the same thing. Just snap them in there. With the metal base, it's a little bit more. You got to grind out some, but other than that, really the same process. So hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment, ask questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. If there's something that you saw that I didn't explain very well, let me know, and I will do my best to rectify that. So, hey, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.